This episode of Unqualified is brought to you by State Farm, who has surprisingly great rates for your auto insurance. In 1999, my mom recorded me in our family room, delivering the lines for what I thought was a horror movie. My mom read the other roles, and I thought she gave a much better performance than I did. There was even a moment when I seriously considered not sending the tape because that would require a trip to the post office and an entire day's salary for postage. Not that I had a paying job. I was surprised when I received a phone call asking if I could audition in person. Then I realized that the casting director must have mixed up my tape with someone else's. I could have pointed out the error, but I'd never been to LA and wanted to go. So my parents gave me airline miles, and I flew to Los Angeles, Burbank actually, where I auditioned every day for a week and slept on 3 different couches. At the week's end, my friend with the least comfortable couch offered to drive me to the airport, and because at the time it was hard to find good Mexican food in Washington State, I wanted one last burrito. My pager began buzzing just as our nachos arrived. There was a payphone in the back of the restaurant, and when I returned the page, I was told that I got the role. It was one of the biggest surprises of my life. I was also surprised to learn that Scary Movie was actually a comedy. This was after my audition. Speaking of nice surprises, State Farm provides coverage that meets your needs at a surprisingly great rate. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there. Call or go to statefarm.com for a quote today. Yes, Sim. You're in my dressing room again.
I know. I'm sorry. We can get through this really quickly.
No.
You have a nice
I
shirt.
love you. You know
You
that.
have a nice shirt.
It's my wardrobe shirt.
Can you steal a wardrobe?
No, I can't.
You buy it? You can buy it. Because if you like something, you can buy it.
Yeah, but I also, I tend to wear, my character wears the same thing over and over again. Also, once you wear something as a character, it loses something in your head. It's related to work. Mm-hmm. Anyway, whatever.
I know.
I was going to ask you about your favorite holiday song.
Deck the halls with boughs of...
that's only when you know. Can't be your favorite.
Oh Hanukkah, come light the menorah. Let's have a party.
That's your
we'll all
favorite?
dance. That's my favorite. Growing up, because we sang Christmas songs and Hanukkah songs. The Hanukkah songs had a better...
Really?
Yeah. Oh Hanukkah is a great song.
I would listen,
dear listeners. If you can back me up on this.
No.
Oh Hanukkah is a great song.
Yes. That's a great song. I kind of prefer Dreidel, Dreidel, Dreidel if we're talking Hanukkah. But
shoot, I forgot about that one.
No, but you're missing the best one of all, which is the scary one. Christmas is here, bringing good cheer. It's like
I love that one. That might be that might be the goat. That might be the one overall. Yep.
Because it's scary, but the lyrics don't convey that. Christmas is here, bringing good cheer. It embodies how I feel about the holidays.
Do a Christmas special, a podcast Christmas special next year, and you can sing the song.
Dear listeners, are you guys willing to hang in there for a year while I learn the lyrics to that song?
And now here's Elizabeth Reaser.
This episode of Unqualified is brought to you in part by The Pill Club. Do you need to renew your birth control prescription? Want to switch your birth control? Maybe try it for the first time. Whether you know the brand you want or you're looking for help finding the best option, the Pill Club medical team has your back. With the Pill Club, you'll never have to make a trip to the doctor or wait in line at the pharmacy. The Pill Club is a birth control subscription prescribed by a medical professional and delivered straight to your door for free in discreet packaging. The Pill Club carries over 120 FDA-approved brands. Most brands of birth control are free with insurance or Medicaid. Otherwise, prices start as low as $7 per month without insurance. Right now, when you go to thepillclub.com/unqualified, the Pill Club is offering a $10 donation to bedsider.org for every unqualified listener who becomes a patient. Your donation will help low-income individuals get access to birth control through bedsider.org. That's thepillclub.com/unqualified to get your first birth control care package. That's thepillclub.com/unqualified to get your first birth control care package and donate to help more women in need of affordable birth control. Remember, thepillclub.com/unqualified. You must use the link to make a donation.
She was so cute.
This episode of Unqualified is brought to you in part by Intuit, powering products like TurboTax, QuickBooks, Mint, and Credit Karma. Intuit works for what you work for, and it was only recently that I found out they were working for me. I've been using QuickBooks for years and more recently began using Mint, which is an easy way to create monthly budgets. It was a bit surprising to realize how much I could save by learning how to make coffee. With Intuit, artificial intelligence can predict your future cash flow, recognize a misplaced digit in an account or routing number, and even connect users with live experts who can assist with navigating life changes or help with unique tax situations. Everything is automatically organized as you track your personal or business expenses by scanning receipts, invoices, and other financial documents, while smart budgeting tools let you know before you overspend. Innovative features like these make managing your finances simple, but as you probably already knew, innovation is at the core of everything Intuit does. Discover how Intuit's products can help you see what's possible at intuit.com. That's INTUIT.com. Hi, Elizabeth Reaser.
Hi.
Thank you for coming over here.
Thank you for having me.
It's
over
really
here.
sweet for you to be here. Here are the things that I know. You went to Juilliard.
Yes, I did.
You're so sweet.
You're so sweet.
I should have delivered that a little bit better.
That was hilarious.
That's sweet, but I could have done like a straighter face.
no, but
What was
I
it like
not
at
expecting
Juilliard?
It was. They were so mean when I was. I heard they're really nice now, and because you have to be nice. It's because it's different time.
They were mean.
They were so mean. Not all of them, but yeah.
I went to University of Washington, and I started out in the drama program. I wanted that to be my major.
It's cool.
Well, I had been acting since I was a kid, doing theater in Seattle, which is where I grew up. And so I felt the ego of within myself, like I have more experience, as a fucking idiotic freshman.
Because you had been a working actress.
Yeah. So not that I was too quiet to ever say anything. I just felt it internally,
That's important.
But I would constantly get I think my freshman year, my first drama 101, I got a 3.1. And then I think drama, the next semester, I got a 2.9. And I couldn't figure out, that grade gave me zero indication. And it was devastating. It would have made more sense if I had gotten, a 2.0 or whatever. But because I didn't have any gauge, it made me feel like I'm not good at this. Maybe I had this realization at the end of freshman year that I wasn't a good actor. And
that's terrible. How can you grade acting? I mean, in a school, I don't get it. Or anywhere.
I mean, I have a whole award issue thing.
Yeah.
I mean,
tell me about that.
Well, I mean, the fucking gender, all of it. But yeah, the idea of gender differentiation in award ceremonies is kind of where we should start and then go up to who wore purple the best, or some fucking arbitrary element. So
wait, so you're saying we should? That's so interesting. Not have best actress, just whoever's the best, man or woman.
I don't even think that there should be. I mean, like you were saying,
right? How do you? Yeah,
it's a
each film or project or whatever is so specifically different and challenging in their own way. And how, like, why, I mean, obviously there's like a ton of, the reason why we do it, I guess, is because there's a ton of finance behind all this shit. But like the whole thing feels so fucking ridiculous when you think about it logically. And I know if I ever, which I can't imagine really ever getting nominated for anything, but if I
That's
did,
insane. You should absolutely be nominated, and you will be. I mean,
you're my favorite guest so far.
well, I mean, but I just watched Overboard last night with my
did?
boyfriend and his son. He's like, tell her she was amazing.
Oh, thanks.
You really were.
Thank you.
I cried in that movie.
Oh, thanks.
It was so good.
And you're looking at me like you've never cried.
Well, no, but I mean, I just didn't expect to be bawling crying in Overboard.
Thank you.
Anyway.
Thank you for watching it.
Yeah.
But here's the problem, is that I know that if I ever did get nominated for anything, I would tell myself for like those painful 3 months, like, you're not going to win. It doesn't matter. All this shit, like, you've believed that it's bullshit. It's bullshit. It's bullshit. You've always believed that, Anna. And it's arbitrary and it's fucking nonsense. And there's way more fucking important things in the world. I know that the emotional infiltration will seep in. Yeah. And that moment of like, oh God, maybe I could like win, the weapon, that it would feel fucking good. Yeah. And that sucks. I hate being beholden to like artistic judgment and what, especially when there's so many other factors at play, I mean, it's, but how did you not want that? I mean, it's so hard to get a good job. And the idea, if you were to win something or be nominated for something, it makes that a little bit easier, I think. It's like the years of rejection are suddenly like validated. Somehow. You can just tell everyone to fuck off in your mind and it just feels so good for a few months or whatever, however long it lasts. I don't know. I wonder how long it lasts. I bet not very long. I have a Stony Award. That's the only award that I have. And what is that again? It's from High Times magazine. That's cool already. I know. I do feel like I'm so fucking proud of my Stony. Oh, my sweet Michael Sherman is going to get it. And it's a little hodgepodge. High Times didn't, the award itself. They didn't like, their financial investment was low. But I won it for this movie that I did, this indie, and I was stoned the whole time. While you were making it, you were? Your character I wasn't, my character was, yeah. It's funny because the crew, have you noticed how like the crew or cast or whatever tends to treat you like the character that you play? Yeah. And in that particular instance, because my character was stoned the whole time and wearing like pajamas, I had a lot of the crew be like, let's go, like, we're done, we're wrapped, let's go, come on, let's go, like, I don't know. And the same thing with like the house bunny, or sometimes when you play like a nemesis. Have you felt that way before? Like when you're pitted against another woman, which we always are. Yeah. That sometimes that sadly kind of bleeds into the way you're perceived. What's been your favorite character to play? Oh God, I think I'm so like that person that can't remember anything beyond what I've just. So I'm going to say the Shirley from The Haunting, because I just loved her and she was so unapologetically pissed and devastated and heartbroken all the time. Forgive me, I haven't seen it. I'm so freaking great. You're like, I just watched Overboard. No, I wanted to watch. Like, it's not. I didn't watch that because I was coming here. It like we were looking for a movie, and my boyfriend's son pressed play on the trailer, and he's like, "Oh, we're watching this." So, we'll get off the Overboard train in a second. No, let's keep talking. But do you find it liberating to play a character that's? This is such a leading question, but that's not you. Yes. Do I find it liberating to play someone that's not me? Yes. Of course. Yes, totally. I mean, because I don't even know who I am. So I feel like when I'm playing someone, I actually am that person. Not in a methody
Daniel Day-Lewis sort of way, but just internally, I think something in me shifts. So does that make, I'm not.
Yes. Oh my gosh. No, completely. It makes complete sense to me because I feel like I'm looking into your eyes right now and we understand a similarity here. And which is actually why I started this podcast. Part of the reason I wanted to talk to strangers, our sweet, amazing listeners, but also I wanted an avenue to sort of explore who I am as well, because I find because some actors are amazing at truly being themselves, the incredible leading people, but I sort of view myself as a chameleon. At least I would hope to think so, and I enjoy escaping in a character. And I feel like as you're looking at me intensely, which maybe you learned at Juilliard.
At Juilliard. Yeah, I know I'm too intense.
With your googlies.
I'm going to Google it. Yeah, I know what you mean, because then there are some actors that are they are so themselves, and they can also act. I mean, I don't know if you've ever met Julia Roberts, and I'm not claiming to be her friend, but I've met her, and she's so Julia Roberts. I mean, she's the most gorgeous, most charming person you've ever met, and you're like, oh, that's a movie star.
I feel like I need more teeth.
Yeah, you got to get more teeth going if you're going to head down that avenue.
No. I need a smile expansion and more teeth.
Yeah.
Michael Sherman, get on that, Kay. More teeth, smile expansion. Maybe throw in a couple of dimples in there. So when you talk about Juilliard, so do you feel like that prepared you for the hardship of Hollywood a bit?
Yes and no. I mean, it prepared me for being treated like shit.
Yeah.
You know?
Yes, because and I don't mean to sound, I hope these questions don't make you feel, I just truly feel like an essence of relatability with you.
Yeah, you know what I'm talking. I mean,
yeah.
Can I jump in for 1 second? I'm sorry.
God.
I'm Sim.
Hi, Sim.
Here's Sim.
This might be a little ignorant, but when you say you've been treated like shit at Juilliard, I don't know what that means.
Okay, let me explain it. So like you're trying to do we would have all these like voice and speech and diction and all this stuff, and you'd be trying to go like hi. And then you'd have like Elizabeth Smith, who's one of the great voice teachers in the world and just a brilliant woman, just up in my face like, you're not breathing. And then I'd be crying, or like them telling you you're just bad in a million different creative ways.
Did you go to that bitter place, which I've been to and still probably am at, where it's like, oh, no, but you guys actually are sort of failed. Your dreams have been dashed and now you must punish others.
Yeah, I tried to. It didn't get me I didn't feel worthy to be there. I didn't feel like I deserved to be there. I couldn't believe they let me in. So I was just the whole time, but that was my problem.
With your teachers. Like,
yeah.
Did you ever come to that was there anything comforting in sort of coming to the conclusion that maybe these people that we've like put up on a pedestal are, did I say pedestal?
Oh, liquid you.
Juilliard. I went to Juilliard too. With my ghoulies. But that idea that they sort of the emotional reconciliation of like the idea that, oh, okay, well, maybe they've got their own shit.
No, I wasn't old enough or smart enough or cool enough to realize that yet. It was only later in life when I realized. Also, so much of it was my shit. Like, it wasn't them. It was me. I was a pussy. I was like wanting them to validate me, and I was wanting them to tell me I was good enough. And no one can ever really give you that. I mean, it would have been nice, but you have to find that yourself.
What was the name of your vocal?
Elizabeth Smith.
I want to be Elizabeth Smith, demanding you to say pussy 8 times in a row. Pussy, 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 pussy.
She'd be like, that's not correct.
Pussy,
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 pussy, pussy, pussy, pussy, pussy, pussy, pussy.
Pussy with joy.
Pussy with joy. I don't even know what that means, but it sounds great.
Well, I mean, I think most men do, right, Sim? Oh. Come on, Sim. This is where you're like my wingman here.
Yes, pussy with joy.
Oh, yeah. Pussy with joy, man.
We have some fucking ridiculous games.
I love this.
Are you sure?
I love it. Yeah, I've listened to this. I love it. I'm so excited.
Thanks.
Yeah, you're so funny.
That's so sweet.
I love it.
I don't. Well, thank you.
You've saved my life so many times, just like driving or being on a plane. I just love. I work out and I listen to it. Like it's just so fun.
Oh, thanks.
You know what? I always think that our guests never listen to the show. Because they don't. Usually they don't.
They're always like, "What's going on?"
Oh no! It's so good, so funny. I'm like trying to do my leg lifts.
Elizabeth Reaser, dear listeners, is here on my couch, and I'm really, really thrilled, and thank you so much. Honored.
God, thank you.
Thrilled is always a weird word to use because it's not like I'm vibrating with.
No, you're not. She's not, guys.
No, but I am honored, and thank you.
I'm honored.
I feel like we are. Did they teach you at Juilliard to have intense eye contact? Because you're really good at it.
Oh, God. That's terrible. I don't want anyone looking at me like that, however it is that I'm doing. It's too intense.
I just think that there's a love
I think
connection
you have
here.
these big eyes, though. It's hard not to look
They're
at
my
you.
googlies, right?
Your googles. Yeah, your googlies.
Okay, so
I'm going to look at my wine.
yes, and have some of it, please.
Oh, I am.
Okay, so let's start with, would you date this profession, and then we'll go into some deal breakers.
Great. I'm ready for this. I love it.
Okay, so would you date? I know that you don't have to talk about
Yeah.
relationships.
Okay.
But imagine you're single.
Yeah.
Unless you want to, which I love. But
I mean, I don't have anything great to report. I mean, I'm in a good relationship, so it's like
I guess we're done.
I just ruined the whole thing. It's over. It's so boring.
Okay, would you date this profession?
Mm-hmm.
Oyster farmer.
Yeah,
Me too.
that's hot.
I think so too.
I feel like the outfit's hot, whatever it is.
I don't know if the outfit's hot.
Don't they have to wear like some boots?
Waiters?
Yeah,
You're into waiters, huh?
I guess. Yeah. Is it a suspender or something?
I love.
Maybe I'm picturing something else.
No, you're not. So you've got like a man in sort of plaid
Yeah, with beard.
Listen, I'm so with you. When Cassie wrote Oyster Farmer, she was like, I don't think she's not into it, and I was like, oh my, I'm into
Yeah,
that.
I'm into it. I don't even eat oysters, but I'm into it.
Why not?
I had them once a long time ago, and I had a rough.
Go.
Yeah.
All right, I got to take you to Washington State.
Oh, because that's where you get the good ones.
Yeah. It's like the water is really cold. The oysters are perfectly small. But I didn't realize till I was older that you're actually eating them while they're alive.
I didn't know that till just now.
Come have oysters.
I will, as long as we have some wine
that
or
are
something.
alive.
Too.
Oh, fuck yeah.
Beer, whatever. I don't know what you're supposed to do with it. Wine?
Oh,
Or
yeah.
You do, yeah.
Yeah, any of it. You slurp them down in one gulp, and it's jarring at first because you don't chew, but
it's like briny and sexy, and
you feel like I don't know. I'm totally romanticizing it. It's a little bit of like an orgasm for the stomach.
wow, sounds great.
Like there's something that's like, I'm alive because you just ate something alive, I suppose.
Yeah.
All right, we're gonna get you an oyster farmer, Washington State. Well, okay, crime scene cleanup person.
No, I don't think you can ever really get that off you.
You mean like
It's a cleanliness problem.
Oh, you mean like the scent and the essence?
Yeah, and just even the particles.
I was gonna go with like emotionally.
I don't care about that. That could be hot, you know. That could open up all kinds of things, including my vagina. No, but you know.
So
what I
you
mean.
want an open man who opens your vagina with his stories of horror.
Yeah, I want him to
Hell.
be like, I looked into the face of death, and now I'm gonna fuck you.
Oh, yeah, yes, I like that too.
Yeah.
I was thinking of somebody who was like, "Oh man, I just saw this horrible thing."
No,
and
I don't want a sob story.
No, it's like I cleaned this shit up, and now I'm gonna fuck you with my death essence.
Yeah, with my death dick. I don't even know what that is. Glad
Baby.
that I don't.
Liz, I had a tough one today. Really got to bury this death dick in your tight pussy.
Welcome to heaven.
This episode of Unqualified is brought to you in part by Best Fiends. We all know there really is only one match 3 style game worth playing. It's the one with an actual storyline, cool collectible characters, and non-stop action-packed adventure. It's the one with literally thousands of challenging puzzles to solve. And yes, I'm using the word literally correctly. Of course, I'm talking about Best Fiends. You meet your best fiends early in their careers. They don't have much experience, but they have heart. I recognized a little piece of myself in each of them. And so I began to assemble the perfect team. I watched them grow as we solved puzzle after puzzle, working hard and playing hard. Today, my best fiends are ready to go anytime and anywhere. I'm really proud of what they have become. With new challenges and levels added all the time, there's never a boring moment. So download Best Fiends free today on the App Store or Google Play. That's friends without the R, Best Fiends. This episode is brought to you in part by Plant Botanical. As everyone slowly comes out of hiding, many of you are asking the same questions. Am I ready for actual human contact? Should I swipe right? Will they look like their picture? Do I look like my picture? Is that the face of an axe murderer? Do I really want to take off these sweats? And for those of you who get that far, what drink should I be casually sipping? I have the answer to that one. While your date sits awkwardly silent, stunned by your good looks, dazzled by your intellect, or wondering how to dispose of your body, the drink in your hand should be delicious, refreshing, crisp, clean, Plant Botanical Vodka Seltzer. Weighing in at only 1 carb, made with real fruit and botanicals traditionally used for stamina, immunity, and detox, Plant Botanical is already thinking about your future encounters. Follow and DM at Plant Loves You and share a story or video of your funniest, wildest, or most awkward date for a chance to win up to $1,000 for your next one. Plant Botanical, your perfect companion while you look for your perfect companion. Available at Target, Pavilions, Vons, Total Wine, or visit plantlovesyou.com to find a store near you. Plant Vodka and Vodka Seltzer. Just the good shit.
What about a children's party clown?
Oh, hell no.
Do you have clown issues?
Yeah. I think they're disturbing.
I mean, I've met a lot of people in my life that have found clowns disturbing, but I feel like this deep sense of empathy.
Oh, yeah, it's heartbreaking also.
But he fucks you with his clown dick.
Yeah, that's not erotic.
He doesn't even use his real dick. He uses a massive clown dick.
All right. I mean,
He comes home in his tiny car with all of his friends.
I'm devastated already. No. How much would I have to
Where's this
hate
going?
myself?
It's not going to a good place.
You don't know what kind of person Elizabeth Reaser. Maybe she wants a little fun. She wants to laugh and be fucked by a ton of clowns at the same time.
I mean, if they were funny and also hot, I mean, maybe. I just don't find clowns funny. I find them sad.
I guess that's, yeah. I mean, I do like to think maybe comedy's evolved because the desire that this is the problem that I have being in the comedic world too. It's like the desire to make people laugh is fundamentally heartbreaking and complicated and
So vulnerable, right?
so vulnerable.
It's cool. It is. I mean, you have to be vulnerable, I think, to do it, right?
Yeah, but it's a combination of, I think, of being, I don't know, yeah, incredible. Yeah, it's just, it's incredibly vulnerable. Like, and I don't know, it's
so generous, too.
That's an interesting way to put it. Huh, I don't know.
Unless you're just grabbing for laughs. But I mean, that's part of it, too. I mean, it feels so good to make someone laugh, I would imagine. Like, I've never done it. What's that like, Anne? It's Anna, not Anna.
It is Anna. Yeah, but don't worry.
No, I'm going to say Anna. I don't know why I want to say Anna.
Because it's spelled Anna.
Okay.
And yeah, please.
No, I'm going to say Anna.
I totally blame my parents.
Yeah.
It's their fucking fault.
Yeah.
And I always feel terrible when a podcast guest has realized that they've been pronouncing it incorrectly.
My whole life, I've been saying Anna Faris.
your whole life.
You're not that old. You're younger than I am.
I don't think so. But don't you also wait? Okay, I know that Sim wants to move along here. Okay, I
You have a
would
wrangler.
I wouldn't mind talking to you about like age and female issues with fucking age is so stupid.
Yeah.
I just turned 42.
Oh.
I had to think about that for a second because I feel like I've been 48.
Happy
for a while.
birthday on it, by the way. I haven't said happy birthday
Oh,
to you.
thanks.
It's been-
Yeah, a couple
When
days
was
ago.
your happy birthday?
Yeah, hence the bouquets
Oh,
from
is that what that is? Oh, that's
strangers.
Nice. It's cool. There's a
Yeah.
bird up there.
Oh yeah,
too.
that's my bird.
Is it? It's not alive though, right?
We'll never know, Elizabeth.
Okay.
You didn't know where you like. I'm gonna go do this podcast.
Now I hope someone
Yep.
knows where I am. Yeah. I
Guess
guess
what? This team around me.
Yeah. It's a
They're
bunch of
not
murderers. Clowns. Clown murder.
Okay, deal breakers.
Yeah. Give it to me.
He has a dummy in his car so he can use the carpool lane.
If that's the only bad thing, then yeah.
But he wants you to sit in the back seat.
No. No. Deal breaker.
Yeah, I know. I guess I sort of forced that hand.
Yeah.
didn't I?
No, that's a no. Anyone who's that obsessed with being in the carpool lane, it's just calm down.
I don't know. It depends on how charming the person is, I suppose.
Well, that's what I mean. If they've got everything else going for them, and that's their one weird thing.
But it does also feel like somebody who is out to cheat the system in a way, because I'm such a fucking rule follower in a way that annoys me.
Yeah.
That I just feel like it would be a chip for me. I just don't think I could. I don't know. Like when I first went to Europe and people didn't seem to follow like a solid line,
Oh,
like
that drives
waiting
me
for a
insane.
museum or whatever. It's like, wait a minute. There's rules, right? We're all supposed to be.
No, it's every man for himself, and I love Italy. It's my favorite place on earth. But when you get in line and they just completely disregard it, go in front of you.
Yeah. It just I appreciate that personality element because I do think I guess they have gumption and they are putting themselves first.
I know we could use a little more of that.
Yeah, probably. You're so right. Okay, his favorite band is Creed.
Nope.
That was really quick.
We
Absolutely not. I don't even have a hatred. It just tells me too much, you know.
what would be the ideal favorite band man?
Well, my boyfriend is a music supervisor, so he is so high end with music. So I don't even know what these things are called that he's listening to, but that whatever that is. It's like African jazz or South African. He finds this music.
When you first said I don't even know what it's called, I was thinking I don't know, alien noises
Basically, but it's all relatable. You listen to it, you're like, why it's not obscure sounding. It's just no one's ever found. He's like that next level person, but he's not pretentious. Thank God.
Are you good with listening to music during sex?
No.
Because I've been listening. I revisited.
This is good. Whatever this is.
I revisited LL Cool J's "Doing It,"
my
which
God.
I've been blasting on
That's
the
a
way to
great
work.
song.
I know it's a great song, and it's I think sort of maybe made the intention was sort of while you're doing it.
Mm-hmm.
I like to let people know that I'm coming COMING with my loud bass, but because I like to tear down the freeway. But
Yeah.
but I do think it feels like there's certain songs that are marketed as lovemaking songs, and I just can't get into the spirit of it.
No, it feels prescriptive. I just
Right.
don't want to be told how to work the rhythm. Yeah, I
have to shut off
yeah
8 facilities in my brain.
yeah.
Focus on the vaginal sensation. I cannot have infiltration anywhere else.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, maybe a couple other places, but not the ears.
Not the ears, no. No, I agree. It's too. I think you must be very sensitive to music. I'm very sensitive to music.
Yeah.
So it's like too overwhelming, I think, during sex.
Sim Elizabeth Reaser thinks I'm very sensitive in general, but also to music, which is true and true. I do think, there might be I don't know, the gender difference between the relationships.
Well, do you also think it's because you're an actress? Like, I don't know if you say actor or actress, or if you have a preference.
have mixed. I don't, but I have passionate feelings about both terms.
What do you prefer right now?
I
would like to know all of your feelings about it, by the way.
Actress.
Actress. Yeah, me too. But do you think it has something to do with you being an actress, that like you just don't want to, like, you want to just be as much yourself, whatever that means in the moment?
Yes.
As opposed to, not that I love this idea of a theme night. I think it's so sweet and funny. It's probably really sexy, but I'm just wondering, like, for me, I just don't want to like be putting anything on me.
Yeah. Oh, completely. Exactly. That's a great way to put it, because when there is a song, it is almost like there's suddenly a performance.
Yeah. I think sex is so performative for women, or we're sort of like, the way it's been portrayed in movies and porn and blah, 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 forever. It's so like, it's so performative to begin with in this American version of it, I think.
But Elizabeth, here's the problem. I just realized I totally betrayed myself a little bit, contradicted myself, because I really do like to play characters sometimes.
In the sack.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't want somebody else directing me.
Yeah, but that's different. I think that's different. I know what you mean. But that can also bring you closer to yourself.
Yeah, I know. I like escaping in like naughty fantasies. Sometimes my partner doesn't even know it.
Right. Yeah, you're just like, oh, I'm on a cruise ship.
Oh,
why am I putting you? Because I just watched Overboard. I'm so sick. I can't stop thinking about Overboard.
I always went to sort of like pre-French Revolution prostitute.
Nice. Yeah. Yeah. And it's like you're
not getting paid a lot, but probably going to, I've got like
it's like
6 years
Les
left
or
because
something?
I have syphilis and I don't know it yet.
Right. Doesn't matter, right? Back then.
Oh my God. Why, Elizabeth Reaser, why are you bringing out all this fucking twisted shit in me?
That's what everyone always says. They're like, you seem so nice.
It's that fucking eye contact.
See, I want to interview you. I want to know things.
Okay. Do you want us to help you start a podcast?
Yes. Can I come take your class? Yes. I will. I'll fucking audit that class.
Okay. On the first date, he tells you that he's not much of a morning person, but he appreciates like a good sunrise, like in the desert or something like that. And he loves like sunsets in Maui or wherever.
He's telling me this on the first date. Already we have a problem. Go on.
But his favorite time of day is twilight.
Oh my God. Oh my God. And does he mean that like...
Yeah, my favorite time of the day is twilight. It's the magic hour. Everyone knows that, you know?
Yeah, I think that's cool.
like
I feel like it's like something you don't need to say, though, you know?
Well, I just want you to know who I am, you know?
Yeah. I like that about you.
Yeah, well, and I want to know who you are. What's your favorite time of day? Let me guess.
Go ahead.
Brunch.
I do like a Sunday brunch because it means
I knew it.
Oh God, this is a guy that knows everything, right?
Let me guess. You like eggs Florentine?
No.
You like eggs Benedict?
Nope.
You like an egg white omelet?
Sometimes.
With spinach?
Sure.
And like a little smoked turkey?
Nope.
Little prosciutto? Okay. You like
I don't eat meat.
oatmeal? You like
don't
a good,
like it, but I eat it.
hand harvested oatmeal?
I do like a hand harvested. I like a big fat French toast is what I like.
All right, listen. You like French toast? Am I right?
Yeah. I just told you that. You guessed it.
I'm good at that. But okay, so you like French toast, you like a little like whipped cream, a little bacon on the side.
No bacon, just butter.
You like a little, like maybe a little ham, just butter.
Remember when I told you I don't eat meat?
You like probably turkey sausage because you're an actress, or maybe like I don't know, maybe you like steak and eggs, a little steak on the side.
No, thank you.
I don't know who that was.
I like that cut.
I mean, it was a combination of Chad, like Chad's brother or cousin. He's actually a nicer guy than Chad. I like this guy a lot more than Chad.
You think he's nicer?
He's the sweeter guy. No, Chad is a complete dick.
Oh my God. Sim, that is so indicative of exactly who you are, that you thought that dude was sweeter than Chad.
No, he was sweeter. You know what? He just wasn't listening to her. He wasn't listening, but he was offering her things. He just wasn't listening.
Isn't that the most important component in a person?
But Chad is just a straight up dick, and he just was trying to use women and trying to get something out of them.
Yeah, but at least Chad tells you who he is. He's like, he just wants to talk about himself.
Chad is authentic. You're right about that.
Chad is just
That's a good point.
He's not authentic. He's like, Chad is a little bit take it or leave it.
Okay.
This guy is a dick in his own special way.
Yeah, this guy doesn't know he's a dick.
Is Brian?
Yeah.
And it is Chad's older brother. Yeah. He's jealous that Chad has made so much money from Tit Look.
Right.
Elizabeth, I don't know how much you've heard of our podcast, but
I haven't heard Tit Look.
Oh yeah, Chad started an app.
Oh wait, I did hear this one.
Yeah,
he started an app.
Yeah, he's
that's
amazing.
An
app called Tit Look,
and it just shows you tits.
Yeah, it's like, you know, just comes like straight to the point. You know,
it doesn't like to waste any time.
Fuck no, it's all about efficiency.
Yeah. You just upload your tits and
it's like, how many times have you been on a date, you know, and you're like, oh, that looks different than what I saw, you know?
Yeah, bro, that sucks. I hate when that happens.
Oh my God, we have a new member of Chad's crew right here.
Yeah,
it's
bro.
Amazing.
Fuck, I hate when those tits are dropping and get the bra off, and then it's like, what happened, bro?
This is Taylor.
Taylor.
What's up, bro?
Did you just hire Taylor?
I'm CEO at Tits Look.
Yeah. Fuck yeah,
Associate.
dude. Yeah.
Associate CEO.
Yeah, Taylor and I we're gonna go like fucking check. You know what the cool thing is like tits around the world, they all look different. South American tits, which are different than fucking fucking Moscow tits. Elizabeth is like, I'm backing out.
Oh shit! I'm gonna back out of this because I saw where I was gonna go.
It's about tit appreciation, man.
Yeah, man.
You know
it's
that.
Just love of tits, bro.
It's like tititration.
Tititration.
We should have tititration day.
Tit Nation. That's our other app, bro. Tit Nation.
I keep wanting to call
just
Tyler, which Tyler's right here. And Tyler, I think, likes tits, but I haven't asked him because it's probably
inappropriate.
Yep, inappropriate. Let's have an appropriate day. Also
because
in conjunction
we're in the workplace
with
right now.
appropriation day. All right.
Wait, Anna, so let's should we get the calls?
Yeah.
Is that okay?
Yes.
We are going to call Olivia. She's
Hello?
in Wisconsin. She's 21. Hi, Olivia.
Hi.
How are you?
Hi, Olivia.
I'm good. How are you?
We're great, and thank you so much for doing this. And I'm sorry that Sim sounds oddly loud, and I've been giving him a particular amount of shit today, and please forgive us, and thank you for being a part of this crazy thing. We're here with Elizabeth Reaser.
Hi.
And we just love her so much, and you truly are so kind to give up your Saturday.
Oh, come on.
Everyone all here, all around.
Hi.
So, Olivia, tell us what's going on with your stepmother.
Okay, so just to give you guys a little bit of a backstory, my parents got divorced when I was really young, about 3 years old. And then my dad and my stepmom got married when I was 6. And so I have 2 real siblings, real blood related, one older brother and one older sister. And then when they got married, I got 2 new step siblings, one that's older and one that's younger than me. And so just over the course of time, our relationship has really always been rocky. When I was younger, you know, she's a new mother in my life. I really wanted to please her and just try and do everything right. But really nothing really worked with her. There was a lot of like innuendos that I didn't have enough common sense for her. Just I was never good enough, if that kind of makes sense. And just as I got older, I really started to notice how she would treat her own children better than how she treated my older brother and my older sister. Just like, for example, she would go to all of my older stepsisters, like dance competitions, rehearsals, practices. She was really involved with that and just never really went to my sporting events. And if she was there, you could definitely tell she didn't want to be. And so I kind of made excuses for myself to make myself feel better, but it wasn't really confirmed that this was true until we were in the car when I was about 10 or 11 years old, and she blatantly told me that she treated her own kids better than she treated us because they're her kids and they're her blood relation and whatever. And so I've just always remembered that, and I really think it drove a wedge between us since. But things never really escalated until this summer. She was just really always talking down to me when I was living with her. And I really just started defending my ground because I know that's not how I should be treated by a mother figure in my life. And so I feel like that kind of left things on a bad note. But I figured since I was going back to school, we would get our space from each other and things were going to be fine. And so I finally went home about 2 weeks ago for my grandpa's wedding. And I haven't seen her or my dad in about 3 months since I left for school. And when I got there, my dad gave me a big hug, said, "Oh, I miss you so much." And my stepmom gave me the cold shoulder, didn't even say hi to me. And over the week of Thanksgiving break, she texted me that I was not allowed to stay at her house, not my dad's house, it's her house, for reasons like X, Y, and Z. And so it's gotten to the point where it's kind of affecting my relationship with my dad as well. So my question to you guys is, should I keep trying to build a relationship with her for the sake of my dad, or should I just stop trying?
Oh, Olivia, God, I'm so sorry. And I don't mean to bring this around to me for a second, but I'm in this amazing relationship with a wonderful man who has 2 kids and they're teenagers, and I have a 6-year-old, and I subconsciously, I don't realize, I sort of thought, like, for, during different moments that they like kind of resent me, but I know that they like me, and I don't really know how to deal with children in general. I'm very unqualified to deal with anything involving life, but anyway, here's where this is my roundabout way of getting to an idea, but I know that with a 6-year-old and whose mind that I birthed, I'm very like attentive and indulgent, and I tend to be loving, but like not strict or anything, but like more jovial with the teenagers, and I don't always recognize that difference, and not there's like I'm not. This is like a bit of self-examination on the stuff that I need to do to make them feel safe, so they don't feel exactly how you're feeling. And I'm really sorry, and I think that I don't know how close you are with your father, but I wonder if you can talk to him about, like, how do I, because I think it's so wonderful that you called us and you're thinking about this, and that's like more than any parent could hope for, in like the desire for somebody, as wonderful as you and your age to want to be close to their family. That's huge. And I wonder if you can talk to your father about some things. And I also have not let anyone else speak, and I'm really sorry about that too, because I'm just an apologetic person right now.
Oh, yeah. I just don't know how to bring it up to my dad, because a lot of the times when my dad is home, my stepmom is home too. So what do you suggest? How can I get him alone to be able to talk to him about it? And just like, what should I say?
Can I just say, this is Elizabeth. First of all, you are so right. And this is really appalling and heartbreaking to even hear this, because it's so wrong. I mean, it's just wrong for her to treat you like that. And for you as a 10-year-old little girl, for her to have said that to you, and then you carry that around for the rest of your life, is just so devastating. So first of all, you're not wrong to feel the way you do. And I agree with Anna. I feel like you should talk to your dad. And I don't know if you can't get him alone, then it's like getting him on the phone or something. But I just feel like it sounds like your dad and you have a relationship, a really loving relationship, and he obviously adores you, and maybe he can at least become more aware of what's going on.
I mean, you have like you can contact your dad, right? Privately, potentially. I mean, through email or phone.
Yeah.
So I would suggest being kind of firm, not firm, but I would be straightforward with him and say, it's really important to me that you and I go to lunch or like have some alone time. This is really important to me. I really, really need this. And I love you so much.
Will this come as a surprise to your dad, Olivia?
That's what I was thinking too, but a lot of the times that my stepmom has like said this to me, he's like been around or been in the room and just like never really says anything. So he would be aware of what's going on. I don't know if it would really be a surprise to him.
It's funny, when you first said like reasons X, Y, and Z about the house thing, like I wanted to ask you those things, but the truth is it doesn't matter what they are.
Oh no.
But no,
that's okay. Yeah, I can definitely tell you.
But it doesn't even, I mean, it doesn't even matter unless you have like homicidal tendencies.
Yeah.
Like, okay, reason 1, you might murder my other children. Then it'd be like, okay, well, Olivia, she may raise a fair point. But it doesn't matter what they are. Truly, I mean, you can tell us, but you should feel embraced in exactly the way you need to be embraced. And the sad truth is, first of all, I really want you to talk to your father and tell him exactly what you told us, and say like, just like what you said, like, I want to be a part of this family and I'm actively trying. And what are the areas that we can fix without being overly critical at all, which you're not, towards your stepmother, because that will put him on the defensive.
I was going to say that.
Yeah, that'll put your father on the defensive. And so start there with your dad. And if your dad doesn't realize that what you're trying to do, then number 1, call us back. Number 2, she just may be a person with some instability. This is where I'm always walking in like sticky territory because I have no idea what the fuck I'm talking about. But
yeah,
but I just don't want you to absorb that. Her lack of love and affection has nothing to do with who you are. Oh God, I really like
this. Olivia, she sounds like the sweetest person in the world.
I just think it's so remarkable.
Oh my gosh, thank you.
And I just think it's remarkable that you're
so awesome coming from you guys.
That's true, but I do think it's really amazing that you want to be a part of a family. Like, I don't know. I was always like, bye. I still am. That's why everyone's mad at me.
Before let's just give her some final advice on how to talk to her dad, and then we can let her go.
I would reach out to your dad, and I don't know, because I don't know you guys, but I don't know if a written request or a phone call request is better, and that's sort of your judgment call. I would say, like, can we please find some time to talk alone?
Well, and maybe it's about hanging out alone with him too.
Yeah.
In the future, like more alone time with your dad.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think that would really help our relationship more too.
Is your dad still working? I know this is final advice. Sorry, Sam. Is your dad still working? Is he really busy?
Yeah, he owns his own business, so he works a lot.
Okay. Oh, so he's like, that's interesting, because he's like overwhelmed, and then he comes home to an overwhelmed idea as well with his wife. But point being, Olivia, that the clue with that was just that he is kind of mentally checked out because he's so busy with all this other stuff. So he wants to devote time, I'm sure, to all of his loved ones, but he can't. He just is like, I got to zone out in front of the television right now. So then maybe email something that's like passionate and strong, but without too much, I don't know what the fuck I'm doing.
We know the first step is Olivia's going to make contact and she's going to talk to her dad about this. But here's the thing. I know we always say this, Anna. We always say keep in touch, and we don't do a great job of that. We should be a little more proactive. I really want to see what happens with this, and because this is. I feel really invested now.
I do too. And Olivia, here's the one last bit. I would, and you have not done this at all, which is so remarkable of you. But resist temptation for criticism of your stepmother. You know what I mean? When you do talk to your dad, because he'll go to that headspace where it's like, no, but whatever, like I made this decision and I am following through with it.
So are you saying just don't editorialize it, just lay down facts, like this is something she said, or this is how it feels? How do you communicate it?
I don't think that Olivia should say, I think she should say, I really, really want to be a part of this family. I love you all so much, and I want to work towards like making that happen. Can you help me? What do I do? Because any attack in any way will put Olivia in the position of being at first like the stronger person, but ultimately it's not the long game. It's like, okay, so what do I do? And if Olivia is, sorry, Olivia, I know you're still here, but because you can't argue with that. That's like, you are presenting me with love. You're my child.
So how can you be defensive about that?
Exactly. So I wouldn't mention like not being able to stay at the house, or I wouldn't be specific. I would just say, I miss you. I really want a close relationship with all of us. Like, help me figure that out. And because that is just undeniable. Like, that's like, I'm making myself cry with my own words.
Yeah.
Didn't even know I was a dramatic actress. But
it's good advice.
But and if that gets sort of, let him sit with that, and ask him about things at work, and ask him questions like, how is he a good leader at work? And as you pursue your career, what advice could you placate his ego, which would also it'll be very informative
Boost his
as well.
Self-esteem a little bit.
Exactly, but it'll be informative, I'm sure, if he runs a small business. I mean, that's a big fucking deal. But and also just reassure him, because that will bring you guys all closer. And you know what the ultimate fuck you is? Sorry, now I'm bringing it back to pettiness. I'm catty and I'm petty at the end of the day, but I don't want you to be, Olivia. No, but the ultimate goal is you being a much bigger person than anyone in this scenario. And hopefully the long game is that everyone is happy.
And that's all I want,
Right. Yes, I know. I mean, I think it's amazing that truly it's amazing that you weren't more critical. And I love that in your honesty that you said that you wanted to please her. And that really tugged at something in me, because I was like, oh shit, like these kids in my life probably have been trying to please me, and I haven't been paying attention. And we'll watch movies together and I'll rib them or whatever, but I need to because sometimes I'm like, are they mad at me? Why did they just stomp off? I don't know. Well, I thought we were just eating popcorn. But it's all a new environment, and I have to remember all of that. So anyway, Olivia, thank you. Truly, thank you. Thank you, because you...
Thanks, guys. This is really good advice, and I'll definitely take you up on it. Talk to my dad, and if anything goes wrong, you'll be the first ones I call.
Thanks. And thank you for making me realize something too in my life. And I love you. Thank you.
Anna, I love you so much. Okay, bye.
Please
Sim.
be in
Bye,
touch.
Anna.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye. Anna, first of all, thank you. This is the first time you've shared something this personal on, from your recent life in this podcast. And I'm honestly, that wasn't the intent when I picked this call. That wasn't the intent.
I'm sure.
But I just wanted to thank you for sharing so much of yourself. And because I know that what you just said really, really helped her a lot.
I feel like a fucking dummy because it hit home with me when she talked about wanting to please her stepmother and not, because I feel like I do give a lot of love, but when you're a kid, I don't remember what it's like to be 15 and all the other shit that's going on. And anyway, so thanks, Sim. That's nice to say.
Thank you.
And thank you, Elizabeth, for being a part of our most emotional podcast.
Yeah, this was an emotional call. We're going to talk to Alondra now, and she is in Vancouver. She knows all. I talked to her yesterday. She knows all about the Sutton Place Hotel. She loves it there, and she is 24. All right, calling Alondra. Let's see if she picks up.
Hello.
Hi, Alondra.
Alondra, sorry, this is like a Mickey Mouse version of audio here.
Here, let me help
Here,
you.
Anna's actually is our audio engineer for this call.
Hi, Alondra.
Hi, Anna.
Sorry, we completely messed up the audio, so we're gonna try and.
Well,
Hold on. Fine.
No, we're fine.
We're fine. Okay.
Hi, Alondra.
Alondra, I'm sorry.
We're having like a brother-sister bicker session here.
It's all good.
We're here with Elizabeth Reaser, who has to be a sad witness to the. Well, maybe
happy witness.
So you're in Vancouver?
I am, yeah.
That's what.
Sutton Place Hotel.
That's right.
The popular reference on this show.
Yep. Spent some good years there.
So, Alondra, tell us what's going on with this tattoo drama here, with family tattoo drama. What's happening?
Absolutely. So, basically, for the past couple of months, my dad has been throwing out the idea of us getting family tattoos. And he's kind of mentioned it every time I've gone over to his house. I thought he was joking this entire time, / I didn't think that he would actually want to follow through with it because he tends to get ideas in his mind and kind of obsesses with them and then doesn't follow through. But basically what he wants us to all get is the letter D for our last name, followed by the number that we are in the family. But it's and or anything. It would start at my dad, so my dad would be D1, my stepmom would be D2, and I would be D3 because I'm the oldest child. And then it's me and my 3 other sisters who would get it. I hate the idea. I think it's really stupid. I feel like it's like we're cows being branded, and it just feels really, I don't know, it's like dehumanizing or something. So the other day, my sister asked me, she was like, Dad wants to know when you're available to get the tattoos. And I was like, oh, God, this is actually happening? Like, I didn't think that he would actually follow through with this. So he actually wants to do it. I told her I didn't want to do it. And then he basically tries to call me when I'm at work and I don't answer, so he leaves a voicemail, basically saying that if I don't get this tattoo, that's like me saying that I'm not part of the family, and it's like an act of distancing myself from the family, and he'll basically never forgive me. And then I don't call him or anything. I don't talk to him. I just kind of don't do anything. And then a couple days later, he texts me saying, this tattoo was going to be your Christmas present, and if you don't get it, then you don't get the Christmas present, and I'm not even sure if you're welcome at our place on Christmas morning.
Oh, my God.
Oh, my God.
Obviously, I don't know, I guess he thought that threatening to take away a Christmas present would somehow persuade me, but it only obviously has made me more pissed off. And now I want to get it even less because he's just being
Alondra, this is
such a bully about it.
Super awkward.
So my question is, should I suck it up and just get the dang tattoo and just put it on a part of my body that would never show and get it really small and just kind of, do it to
Alondra.
be supportive?
Alondra?
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
This is so awkward. We've actually sent Kat Von D up to Vancouver to tattoo your family.
Oh, well, in that case, I'm on board. Sign me up.
First of all, your dad sounds hysterical, actually. I bet he is probably a lot of fun to be around, and I love that he loves your family. And this idea is fucking insane. No.
Okay, thank you.
No, you're not gonna. It's like, what's going on with him? Is he having some massive mortality issues, and so he needs to brand all his children? So he somehow gets like some, I don't know, fucking pass somewhere to heaven or wherever the fuck he believes. No, this is crazy. But I wish I could be there with you guys on Christmas morning. I mean, your other siblings must recognize this, right?
Well, here's the thing is, two of my sisters are fully on board. They're older, a couple years younger than me. But our youngest sister, she's only 11, so she can't even get it now anyways. She's got to wait till she's 16 to get it. So I wouldn't be the only one not getting it.
This is fucking, this is so, I mean, I love it that you called because you clearly know that how fucking crazy that is.
Like, is he having a psychotic break? Like, what is it? You can't get a D anything tattooed on your body, first of all.
It's like, and also,
no one should be able to tell you to get a tattoo.
Exactly. And just like you talked about, Alondra, with the idea of sort of branding and ownership, it's like no one should own any part of your body without your full, enthusiasm. So your dad must know this. I would think. Have you always had a good relationship with your dad?
It's been good most of my life, but it's been kind of rocky the past couple years.
Why is that?
That's why we haven't even spoken directly about this.
Oh.
Just tension. Like we just argue a lot and fight a lot. So I just try and kind of avoid.
What do you guys fight
spending
about?
Too much time because we just fight so much.
What do you guys fight?
Sorry?
What do you guys normally fight about?
It's whatever it is I'm doing in my life at the time, he seems to not approve of. And I'm not, I assure you, I'm not like a bad person.
No. No.
Like,
oh my God.
I think I'm doing okay, but he's just never, what I'm doing is just never enough for him.
So,
and he's just really hard on me.
So here's what so if you can try your hardest to not take his bait, like, and like tattoo shit aside, which if you do get a tattoo, Alondra, I might have to fly to Vancouver, meet you at the Sutton Place, meet you in room 5105. And Kayla will not be happy. but I try not to take his bait because he's needy. He's needy, and it sounds like to me he's needy and he's domineering, which is a common characteristic in a man in general, but also a man of that generation. And maybe I would imagine that your stepmom sort of panders to him or whatever, and they have like and he needs stuff. He needs validation and whatever the fuck is going on in his life from you. And I just think that definitely don't get the tattoo. I hope that I emphasize that, but also maybe, I don't know, like hang out with him for a minute. And when he says those things that make you feel small, or that are critical, try your best to say things like, Dad, I'm happy and I'm really, I'm proud of like the daughter that you raised. And also here's the thing too, sometimes with men's egos, especially of that age, sorry, Sim, and any of our male listeners to gender stereotype here. But we were just talking to a previous caller, about asking him questions like what was your favorite job, or like innocuous things that, or like what was like what, when you were 23, like what were you up to, or like, and that kind of diversion puts people at ease, and he'll realize that that you want to know about him, and then you can sort of progress from there in the structure of a conversation, and eventually say like, Dad, I love you. Sometimes I feel like you're hard on me, but I really don't want to talk about that element right now because I want to build our relationship in a different way. And I have to tell you, sweet, sweet father, I'm not getting that tattoo. Instead, I'm getting a P/3. I just want a P.
Yeah, that would go over well.
Yeah, no, don't do that last part. but do you know what I'm saying? Like, he's clearly needy, and I don't know, Elizabeth, you have like,
I just can't believe I believe in bodily autonomy first and foremost, and I don't understand him. He sounds like maybe he's had a psychotic break or something. I don't get it, but I just say definitely do not do that, and I think it'll pass. I think it'll blow over. I mean, I don't know, so maybe I'm completely out of my talking at my ass right now, but I do think like they're all going to regret getting this tattoo.
Was there like a home delivery? Is that what you mentioned? That there was like a tattoo artist that was coming to your place? It wasn't Kat Von D, right?
No, it is.
And I don't know. I'm sorry though, because I don't mean to be laughing so much, but it is pretty hysterical. But I don't mean to be flippant about it. It's really funny, but because the idea is just so fucking ridiculous.
It's so ridiculous.
But please keep us posted if you don't mind. And I think that your dad is he's going through something, and he probably it's like job related or life related or whatever, and he needs you guys, and he wants to have some kind of legacy idea, which is I guess involving putting ink on his daughters that can never be erased.
He also said he wanted us to get our children to get them as well.
Oh boy.
Bonkers.
Oh boy.
So it keeps going.
You know what's funny too is that it could be something more interesting, at least. Like
D3.
Like, I don't know, like a fucking unicorn married with a, I don't know, like it could be not like, I mean, the idea of numerology, I don't know if that's not correct, but the idea of that kind of, it is branding. It's like one thing to get like a firefly for all of us to bond. It's another thing to get numbers.
Yeah. I completely agree.
Hey, Alondra, thank you so much.
Thank you.
Please be in touch.
Let us know how it all goes down.
Please.
Yeah, absolutely.
Please. Okay, thank you. Bye, Alondra.
Thank you.
Hey, Elizabeth, thank you so much for being here.
Right here.
I have to pee.
You do.
Hey, everyone. Sim wants me to read what Elizabeth Reaser is promoting. Elizabeth can be seen
Feels so dirty now.
on The Haunting of Hill House on Netflix.
Which is going to be my Christmas binge because I hear it's amazing. I can't wait.
Christmas binge. Yeah, don't you love to binge something?
Yeah.
Yes.
Good? Yeah, it's so
Especially,
fun.
I don't know, I'm a big Netflixer because I
Yeah.
don't go anywhere.
Yeah, me either.
I just talk
try
to
not to.
strangers from my house.
This is good. You get them to come to you.
The Haunting of Hill House. It sounds really fucking scary. Is it scary?
I think it's less scary. Some of it is scary, but it's really a family drama. It's I don't know. Some people are like, I wasn't as scared, and some people were like, I jumped out of my seat. So I don't know. I
would be a
it.
jumper, I think.
Yeah, you. I think you. Yeah. I'd like to watch you watch it. That's what I'd like to do.
I love it that you to watch my face. Elizabeth. I think it was just yours.
Amazing. Whatever you do, it's so nuts. Like you're so beautiful. So it's like weird that you're also this like making these nutty faces. But anyway,
I told you, like I can't. I have a mirror face, so that's the only face I know.
yeah. And then you walk out into the world, and yeah.
And then people are like, "Why are you look crazy?" Yeah. Anyway, whatever.
This is why
did I
you're
bring
you,
this
though.
all back to me?
I did it.
Elizabeth, I love you. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Elizabeth. This was a lot of
So
fun.
fun.